We are back for another week of Bona Fide or Bogus 5 New Facts. Me, this guy, hi buddy. I got some help this time. We're going to see if together, between me and Senator Oliver Purrington and you, we can get to the bottom and figure out if these 5 potential facts are true or if they're false. Let's get to it. It's been a few weeks since we've seen Senator Oliver Purrington here, and he's wanting to go outside is what it is. It's a bright, sunshiny day, and he's ready to go outside, and he doesn't want me to do all of this. So he's just gonna have to wait a few minutes while we figure these out. Maybe he can help me. It'll go a little bit faster. Here we go. Potential fact number 1. A French company is turning used or discarded medical masks into marketable objects like coat hangers and phone covers. I'm not going to put it past the French. They're big on recycling and reusing, so I've been told. Discarded medical masks. I wonder if this is based on, pandemic stuff. Sounds legitimate. I know a lot of people do that stuff. They'll like hang on to stuff and they'll sanitize it sometimes and turn it into art or reuse it for something. And so it seems like very, very plausible. The French are resourceful that way. Let's set that there for him. The French are resourceful that way. So sure. We'll say that the French, yeah. We'll say, yeah, I'm going to vote yes. Sounds reasonable. Number 2, in October of 2022, scientists injected human nerve cells into the brains of rats, which formed connections with the rats' brain cells, guiding their behavior. This is a perfect example, if this is true, of scientists how's it go in Jurassic Park? They spent so much time wondering if they could, not stopping to wonder if they should. He's not even helping me. And so it's just crazy enough that it could be true. But I don't know the laws, and I guess there's no reason for me to know the laws about rat brain cells and human nerve cell injection, what the governing scientific guidelines are with that. So I don't know, I want to think better of our science community and say that they're not doing that, but I feel as though there's a voice inside of me that is saying that that is absolutely true, and these scientists are crazy enough to do that and see what that is. So I'm not going to put anything past the science community at this point. Number 3, sharks predate trees on Earth. I have heard, as a Jaws aficionado, I have heard that this is true, and that sharks are like one of the oldest things that are still around on Earth. So stands to reason that they would be older than trees. So sure, Jaws hunting people down before there were trees. Which begs the question, how did the first tree come about? I don't know. How did the first shark come about? I don't know. Questions that we're not here to answer. Potential fact number 4. Are you okay? Are you all right? You good? You good? I tried to keep you modest there, but okay, he's just going to hang out over here. Potential fact number 4. During a long-distance flight, Sweetie Pie, an emotional support dog, had to be confined to the plane's bathroom after attacking and biting his pet parrot and several crew members. I don't think that they would confine an emotional support dog to the bathroom, because then what if someone has to use the bathroom and it's not one of those planes that has a bathroom in the front and in the back? So I don't know. seems kind of fishy. And I don't know. I think an emotional support dog, I think, but people will say that. People will just say that any dog or any animal anymore is an emotional support. Are you an emotional support cat? Are you an emotional support cat? No, he's not an emotional support cat. See, I need him and he left me. So obviously not an emotional support cat. I'm going to say no for that one. I feel like I would have heard about that, or they would have not allow emotional support pets on airlines, on flights after that. I don't know. It just seems confined to the plane's bathroom. That just also makes me question it. Like, what if it's a long distance flight and you take out the only bathroom? That's not going to work. So I'll say no. I'll say no. Fifth and final, here we are. About 70 boys in a French youth group armed with steel brushes deleted some 15,000-year-old prehistoric art from a cave wall in France. I spent a lot of time in the beginning of this episode praising the French, and I'm not going to turn around and badmouth the French now. So we'll say no. I believe the best of the French, even the French children, the French youth group, that they are not going to do that. I trust that the French, they're on the up and up. They're not going to do that. So here we go. Going to say no. Gives me 3 yes, 2 no. And now is the time. I've locked mine in. You've locked yours in. Hopefully Oliver Purrington, the senator, is gone somewhere. So he has not locked any of his in, but we're not waiting for him. Here we go. Like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. Tell me how you did. If any of these surprised you, share them with a friend. You know the drill. We're not going to waste time with that. We're going to get to the results, baby. Here we go. Number 1, a French company is turning used or discarded medical masks into marketable objects like coat hangers and phone covers. I said yes. It is true. The Plaxtil company recycled thousands of masks into plastic medical visors. Now they recycle them to produce other consumer objects. They literally are turning trash to cash. So there you go. That was the joke they used. If you did not like that joke, don't yell at me. Number 2, in October of 2022, scientists injected human nerve cells into the brains of rats, which formed connections with the rats' brain cells, guiding their behavior. I want this to not be true. I want to have more respect and regard for our science community than they're just doing all this. But I'm afraid that it's true. So I said true. It is true. So there you go. Whatever you feel about the science community now, there you have it. Potential fact number 3. I feel like this is the closest one to my lock of the week. Sharks predate trees on Earth. This is where I bring out the giant padlock. Maybe I need to 3D print a giant padlock. I said bona fide. It is bona fide. The first trees appeared on Earth 350 million years ago. Sharks are older than this by 50 million years. So sharks, super old, but super wise and hungry for human flesh. There you go. That was all my bona fides. So if any of these two are true, then I'm out of it here. So here we go. During a long-distance flight, Sweetie Pie, an emotional support dog, had to be confined to the plane's bathroom after attacking and biting his pet parrot and several crew members. I said no, not true. I have faith in Sweetie Pie. It is bogus. We're on the heels again, the heels of a perfect game. Haven't had one yet. It's always been 4-1. I got the curse of the 4-1, which is not really a curse because 4-1 is pretty good, but feels kind of like a curse. So here we go. 5th and final for the win and the shutout here. About 70 boys in a French youth group armed with steel brushes deleted some 15,000-year-old prehistoric art from a cave wall in France. France, come through for me. These youth group French kids, come on. Do it right. Do me right. Here we go. I said bogus. It is bona fide. It is true. They were sent to remove graffiti. They tried to deny it, but that... And 1. I'll put a smiley face on that. 4-1. Tell me how you did. And if you're keeping track through this year, the year to date will be coming up in just a minute when I show my score. I think I'm still well into the 70%. So I wonder, I'm trying to get 75 or higher by the time this gets to the end. I think I'm at like 71 right now. So I have, graphics department hasn't calculated this one. We might be into 72. So if we can get 72, 73, that would be pretty great. So I'm going to try and get 75. That's my goal by the end of the year. So as we approach week 40 and the end stretch in this, tell me how you did and check back next week for what is sure to be a bona fide good time.